What is the man? Your boys coming through once again. And on today's video, we're gonna talk about Tommy Gunn, right? The rapper from TC. And I've been meaning to make this video for a minute since he got busted, since he got out of county jail, right? Somebody sent me some of his music videos, and I was like, "What? Okay." I said, "I think I need to make a video about this individual who's from the same area that I grew up, right?" So I do know um, neighborhoods from TC. I kicked it with neighborhoods from TC. I'm gonna explain to you a couple things that maybe other individuals don't know about, right? But before we continue with this video, man, do not forget to hit the like, a comment. I would like to ask you for a request today, man. Let's see if we can get 500 likes. You know, I'm just gonna throw that over there. See if you can give me that support. Let's see if we can get 500 likes. I hardly ask for things like this, but let's see if we can do that. Let's see if I can get 500 supporters to do this for me, man, which I will highly appreciate. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, man, hit the subscribe button. It doesn't take nothing from you. Only thing you're doing is helping my channel grow bigger, which I do highly appreciate. So let's get on this topic, right? So Tommy Guns. One thing I can tell you right here with this individual when it comes to rapping is it's not my style. You know, it's not my style. He's very soft spoken in a way. I don't know. There's something about how he flows with the music. It's more like chill, like relax. You know, uh, I'm not into that type of. I don't get that vibe. I'm sorry, but I mean he's doing his thing. One thing I'll tell you is that he has the right people that are putting him or exposing him to the public. You know, to the viewers, getting different interviews. They're moving him in a good way, right? So that's what's up. When I see this rapper, I can tell, man, that he wants that acceptance. You know, one thing that you hear, okay, when somebody joins a gang, and not it's not all the time. You know, there has to be many factors. There's way all kinds of different factors, but it's also the lack of something at your house, right? The acceptance, the love, and you seek that somewhere else. So when I hear his rap, his especially a line in where he says that he wants to make the homies proud of him, I'm like, hold on. So you're saying that what you're doing is not because you want to do it, because that's your choice. You're doing it because you want the approval of your homeboys. That's when I every time I hear that line on his song, I don't know if he says that in multiple songs or only one, because I've been catching that line in two different songs. Well, I thought it was two different songs, but it might be the same one. But that line did caught my attention, man. So it just shows you right there that he wants that approval. He wants to prove himself to the homeboys to be like, I'm worthy, you know? And that's right there why people join gangs, why people want to be part of something. They want that approval, you know? They want to prove themselves to the next man. Like, look, man, this is what I'm doing. I'm showing you, I'm representing TC, I'm representing the city, I'm representing the gang, stuff like that. So that's instead of they doing it because they want to do it, because you feel like it, you do it because of the approval. And that's what I get from that line. Now, one thing about TC, man, that thing is active. When I say active, it's active. That thing, they don't play around, man. I've been in there. I have done things in there that I want to speak about and won't speak about. But there's people saying that there's a lot of things, just a little bit of Southsiders right there. No, man. If you're to ask me, man, TC has a lot of Southsiders. A lot of Southsiders. And that's facts. One thing about TC that I'll tell you, man, there's Southsiders that got cities on lock. You know, I don't know nothing about Pixley, but according to Tommy Gunn, they have that on lock. I don't know. They said I don't know nothing about Pixley, but I can tell you that there's other towns that are unlocked by only a gang, and that's a Southsider gang. You know, there's no red allowed in that town. And when they used to be red in there, trust me, a lot of people went to prison. They're doing life because of this, man. And I'm not saying that the red doesn't put in work, because they do. Trust me, they do put in work. I have lost a couple homeboys in there in TC because of this, man. And it is sad to see how we just take our own people. It is sad, but it is part of the game. It's part of the mentality. And how this is gonna change, man, I don't know. I don't think I'll see that, honestly. And that's just keeping it real, because a lot of people, these brainwash people from the bottom, and as they grow older, it's just cycle, keep going, it keep going. How can you break the cycle? It has to be within those individuals, but it will never happen. I don't see it happening. So this individual is talking about getting shot, and I'm talking about Tommy Guns getting shot, man. I believe it. I'm pretty sure that he has put in a lot of work, and that is a county, man, that you have to put in work. You're gonna be tested, man, because it is a very active town. And like I said, compared to other counties around the same area, especially Kings County, Tulare has way more Southsiders. 100%, man. If you want to say maybe Tulare, maybe Kings County has way less Southsiders, maybe one for every 20 Norteños. And that's, I'm just letting you know how it was when we used to go to school and shit like that. It was all bad, homie. It was all bad. We used to get on we didn't call it riots. Riots is prison. We call it rumbles. We used to get in. It used to get ugly, man. But it was part of life, part of growing up in the Central Valle. And everybody got their own haters from both sides. Let's just be 100% real right here. Of course, the Northerners from the Central, they were more organized. At one point now that certain individuals came and took over the Central Valle. Now the Southsiders are being organized. They're being, okay, let's do this, let's do that. And it's been like that for a minute, right? See, I seen that Tommy Guns was talking about Sureño, right? And I know there's the term Sureño in prison, right? What it means something. When Tommy Gun talks about Sureño, he don't refer to that term. He refers to the term of saying Southsider, but in Spanish. And where a lot of people from the Central Valle use that term. When I was growing up, that was a term that was used. Sureño, Norteño. And it was just a way to say Southsider in Spanish way. You know what I mean? That's it. Nobody thought nothing of it. Nobody said nothing about. And that's how it's been. A lot of people from the Central Valle use that term. Instead of Southsider, use that term as Sureño. And that's because they're saying it in Spanish. And I don't see nothing wrong with it. But a lot of people want to get into, especially if him, now that he's on the open, on public, he should know this stuff, right? You can't be saying that on the open right there, But trust me, on the streets, everybody's saying Sureño. At least when I was out on the streets, that was a term. That's how people refer to you if you were from that side. If you were the blue, that's how I refer to you, man. And that's how it was, man. Tell me if it's not true. Now, I don't know if the things have changed later on, but that's how it was back then, man. One thing that I'm not sure is Tommy Gun Mexican, because I see the Mexican flag on his chest, man. And that's what's up, homie. That's what's up, because I can feel like this guy represents more Mexico than even a full-blooded Mexican, So if the guy wants to represent the raza, shit, he must be raza. I believe he said that his name is in Spanish, right? I think it's Julio or something like that. And that's what's up, man. And of course, he's young. He's still on that mentality, right? About what school was not. He's trying to be cool, man. He said he can fit in whatever they put him. So all I can say, man, is that he has to pick and choose where he's gonna go. It's either gonna go into rapping or he's gonna go into gangbanging, because you cannot do the same thing. You know what I mean? Because all it's gonna do is gonna stop you from growing, and it's gonna stop you from growing on both sides. So you have to understand. So hopefully this individual does get everything together. I think he needs uh, a lot of guidance in his life. He's still young minded, 100%. There's no doubt about that. But I can see him actually with good potential, man. Good potential. Not I'm not gonna say on the rap game, but good potential in being a family man, being somebody that does the right thing. Oh man, I don't know. I just see his get down like something different. He don't give me that vibe of actually being somebody that he had to be careful of, you know. But I might be wrong. Who knows, man? But hopefully he gets to figure it out. Hopefully everything comes out good with this individual, and we'll see what's gonna happen. One thing I can tell you is that this guy has it difficult in many aspects in life, you know. But he's still pushing. He's still doing his thing. Yes, he's not gonna be respectful towards the ops. He's a young-minded individual, and you have to understand that as a grown man, you know. I'm not saying that's the right way to do it, because the only way to go about it is to stay humble and respect everybody around you, even though that most of the times you're not going to get the same respect back. But that's how the industria works. So with this being it, we are out to next video. Muchas gracias. Saludos a todos. Take care. And shout outs to the Centro Valle, to all the people out there, whether you're blue or red. Keep your head up, man. Stay safe, man. And remember one thing, man. Your family is the one who matters. So with this being it, we are out. Muchas gracias. To next video.